I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Rams, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
24 is the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 24 is the mic.
To throw it is Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down.
Losing this MF rolling on the floor laughing.
I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time
Watching film skull
to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Locke to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
24 is the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 24 is the mic. We ain't giving them nothing today. 24 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
7 yards, the pickup there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Yes. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Single. 19's me. 19's me.
Block now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. On play action, Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That's out to the flat for Akers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. Mike Strawn with it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, Mon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
At the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Here's Carson, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
You got 3 down, 3 down. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Now to the air, Locke. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
Here we go, here we go.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 14. Mike 14. We got to get the ball. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Locke's throw into the hands of Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Touchdown! It's complete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They go play action here. Mond. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that'll be taken in by Strong. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Mon. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Play action. Now it's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Block off a play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke going to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Clock now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 24's the mic.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Block. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Mon now off of play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down. 14 moving, 14's moving.
To throw it is Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Again, it's Locke. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Carson broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff looking right. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mon. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Mon. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Locke to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Throwing now is Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Charles, we saw